Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he stopped immediately there. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Set. 24. Hey, shoot.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 13. Topper.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
6.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Yeah, right.
Here we go. Black 80. 11. Strong right. 3 down. Hey, exit. 3 down. Shoot.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Check three. 26 months. I got one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big gain there on third and long.
Right.
Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. At the 24-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Alpha.
26 months.
One, Omaha. We won.
Garoppolo now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You see how fast he moved?
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, good screen, though. That was a good screen. I didn't even see that coming.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
You see how that shit was open? That shit back. Who, me? The lone receiver was
from the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Got him.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be
look at that flag.
Trying to dial up the long way out
bro,
there,
this
but
game
it'll be
is
3rd
broke,
down.
bro.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Exactly.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
All right,
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well.
Bro, you see that, bro?
His first completion, they think he might be off to the races.
That's game. This game broken.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On second down, Michelle.
Ah, good.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh,
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
First carry for James Conner. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go, here we go.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is
hey, look at that
it's
catch.
Juju
Man, this game
for the
fake.
Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I say the clip. That's what it's going to back out. Yeah, Juju got X Factor, but his X Factor is a rackham. It's not aggressive shit. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, you don't use that shit.
He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Okay. You on the way back?
A reminder coming up later tonight. A lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
Yeah, I
so
did.
That changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. I love this play, though.
This is Jarek McKinnon.
Basic setup.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11.
Everyone.
Hey, Haywood!
26 months. All day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo.
But Bush is fast.
And he'll be brought
I feel like I'm playing with a creative player.
21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Look how far I ran back there and ran up to the route.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this one goes nowhere.
Look at that. Look at that tackle.
Yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that
nigga everywhere.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibility.
Why you get perfect on field goal block, but you can't block it? Like, you ain't gonna block him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them.
Regular.
If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
He's stopping my run. I don't like running. I'm just gonna do that play again.
And now out come the Steelers. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0.
I threw a pick, too.
Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one.
I did. He was there before I...
You worry about your team.
I'm saying, he was there before I got there.
You have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays good.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo escaping the pressure.
Give me that.
And
Man,
this will be incomplete.
That's a fucking pick.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They go counter with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd
I'm only
and 12.
doing that because you said Juju. Woo! Can't. Have you seen me play this game?
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
What tight end?
21, 21. Hey, orbit.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Coming.
Both of them niggas come up the edge right now.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo.
Oh, I should have played cover 2. I fucked up.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This game go by fast, man. You got that shit on accelerate clock.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Mike Daniels.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I knew he was holding this.
So they declined the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them
I don't get
to
ball
figure
back.
out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Shit.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That nigga running that bitch, boy.
Just before halftime.
You hear me?
43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
He got Sherm, too. I mean, he traded Sherm, too.
On 1st down, McKinnon again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I want to do the full setup, though, like baseline.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Linebackers up, pinch D-line.
Watch time, watch time.
blitz deep.
21, 21.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd and short, McKinnon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Damn, he got me.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
God bless. My thinking.
Dante Pettis, 77 yards.
You seen that shit?
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Yeah, he was following me. I'm finna PA post out his ass for a few.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Yeah, I'm pissed off right now.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
He scored. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even look for that deep route. I look for the tight end and other person out the slot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
6-3, 218, chop.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball.
Juju went to run. I'm trying.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A give, this is Michel. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator.
I got the Robbie Rouse motherfucking approval. You hear me?
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's what he said.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Samaj.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
12, fellas, here we go. Bravo!
You throwing F.
Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Clock!
You had him.
26 months. 65.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Like, is he still there, or did he go?
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That means hurt. God damn,
it can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Now watch out. Watch out for the way.
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Garoppolo.
Oh my God.
He's got his man. It's
a pick in Madden 19 though.
He's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
What we got?
You feel me?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Don't know what you're
Stephon Tuitt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player,
I think I was going to pick that.
All phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Bro, sideline to sideline, and you're not beating him.
Back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
What about you? This nigga wasting time on my eyes.
Huh?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, whoa!
26 months. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 26 months. 26 months. Check that out.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right.
Is he going?
Garoppolo lost the football.
Oh, this is so fake. Oh, I would have said.
Steelers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
I know I got to score twice. I'm down, but I'm up. I got the momentum.
54. I know he ain't got it.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D4 able to get him for a loss of about 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
23 yards to pick up there.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
And it's Michel once again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Oh, this time is ticking, boy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And they will run it with Michel. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Bro, did you see that,
BS? We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he?
Yeah, I did an RPO. I forgot. I'm waiting for him to come open like it's a regular route.
and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped it behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Church's money.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down.
Juju, nigga.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Yeah, Mark.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
These two plays.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He spins free.
Bro, this game,
before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from
he just ran back in.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
General West.
Now a give to Breida.
Man, come on, man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now it's Breida.
Oh, good tackle.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
I don't know that nigga. That's why he say that. Yeah, I knew.
On the hand.
Oh, good block shit.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Damn.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. second down. McKinnon.
Oh, good run.
They find some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
God damn it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
That nigga might be leading rushing now, bro.
Like 30.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike. Touchdown.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger.
Well, I'm glad that shit ended, yo.
With such little time remaining. And
you see that shit just glitched?
all she wrote for this one.
21.
That shit took me off the field, yo.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. It's a pickup of 13, and
yeah,
with
that
that
ain't
13
just like that,
yards,
man.
this ball game just about over.
He could have scored. I know your ass would have scored.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you.
I know you would have scored.
I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the.
That shit made me mad. I'm fucking heated, yo.
Good.
You say what?